Bardock is stronger, but realistically, it makes more sense Nappa. Saying Bardock gets stomped, but he managed to fight his way through. We have no reason to believe he's weaker than Raditz. That comes from fans misreading and misinterpreting Toriyama. OG Bardock had a power level of 10,000. He would have whipped Nappa's 4,000. I don't know if that's true. Goku without Kaioken hardly whoop. Nah, that's a stupid thing. Even when Nappa seemed to be doing better, Goku was still in control. Exactly. Compared to Beerus, how strong is Super Saiyan God? None of these actors are really satisfactory, to be honest with you. Bardock is definitely Nappa level, though. It seems like it's going back and forth. Who's stronger, Nappa or Bardock? Like, they're on the same level, so 4,000 power level to 10,000. In canon, Nappa destroys Bardock. Nappa stomps probably nearly effortlessly if you can use canon Bardock at least. Non-canon Bardock from Father of Goku probably beats Nappa low mid diff. Right, because he beats all the soldiers, but he loses to Dodoria though. He loses to Dodoria, doesn't he? So he's not that strong. Dodoria versus Bardock. Don't they fight? He can't even fight Bardock versus Frieza's men. Right? He beats a bunch of Frieza's men, which are like 2,000 power level, right? But then Dodoria beats Bardock.
Those were some of Frieza's.
Yeah, Bardock loses. Yeah, Bardock loses to Dodoria, so Dodoria power level. No, he gets his ass kicked. Dodoria's 22k. Yeah, no, he's fucked. So yeah, so that would mean that Bardock's power is between 4,000 and 10,000 for sure. All right, what's going on with Omni-Man? I don't even know who this guy is. Omni-Man. Okay. History. Invincible resisted his father's request to join him in conquering the Earth, and after Omni-Man beat his own son nearly to death, he fled the planet. With a moral crisis in space, he started a new family, fathering Oliver, and following his capture by the Viltrumites, he realized he truly loved his human wife, Deborah. After befriending Alan the alien, the two escaped their Viltrumite prison and began collecting methods of combating the Viltrumites for the coalition of planets, ultimately successful in destroying Viltrumium and reducing the Viltrumite population drastically. Omni-Man rekindled his life with Deborah shortly before rediscovering he was the true inheritor of the Viltrumite throne. Oh shit. So he wiped out his own home. Damn. Ruling over the Viltrumites as emperor, Omni-Man saw to his people's protection to the bitter end, dying in battle with the challenger to his throne, Thrag. Omni-Man survived long enough to pass his legacy on to his son. Super strength, durability, endurance, stamina, longevity, speed, and flight. Okay, carries aircraft, lifts tank, throws baseball around the world, catches a roller coaster. Okay, so he's like city level, right? He's pretty city level. Wrecks advanced war machines, punches in a giant robot, crashes through a mall's roof. I don't know. I think Bardock wins this one. Scaling. Demolishes Invincible in a fight and creating massive amounts of collateral damage. His first punch sends Invincible through the buildings, destroying and impacting, killing thousands. He tackles Invincible through the ground. Briefly overpowers two Viltrumites in a fight, smashing through stone, cracking their heads together, and tossing them a distance away. So who is this Invincible guy? Invincible. Yeah, I don't know who this Invincible guy is. This is a good story. Yeah, he was just beating the shit out of this guy, bro. This is a pretty one-sided fight. So he can like fly around and shit. But he's not like Superman. He's not like Superman though. Okay. Exchanges blows with Alan crashing through walls, overpowering several soldiers. Exchanges blows with Thrag, managing to save Deborah amidst the fight as they destroy a moon base. Right. So he's not planet level, dude. That's the thing. The thing is that Nappa is pretty much planet level. Bardock is pretty much planet level. Vegeta could destroy a planet. I don't know if Nappa could. Could Nappa destroy planets? I don't think he could, to be honest. Vegeta destroys a planet. But it's not clear if Nappa could have done it. No. I don't think it's possible, yeah. If we take into account we never see Goku or Nappa destroy a planet, it's possible that it would be 1800. Yeah, I honestly don't think Nappa could do it. Nappa was city level as well, so that would make Bardock city level. So this would be good. Okay, so yeah, Bardock can't destroy a planet. He cannot. So this would be a good fight. Yeah, this would be a good fight. He loses to Dodoria. He's about the strength of Nappa. Nappa was just destroying cities. He was destroying airplanes and he was destroying tanks. And even when Nappa was resurrected in Dragon Ball GT, the most he could do was destroy a planet. This would be a really good fight. Yeah. Endurance shrugs off hits from Viltrumite to empower and he and his companions. Exchange blows with Thrag. Unaffected by snowy climate. Fought a dragon for over 10 hours. Survived enslavement. Fought a one-man war against a civilization. Speed, that's important. Okay. Said to fly at speeds rivaling starships without allowing him to use internal flight. Within a day, fights a dragon in Taiwan. Floods Egypt. Whooshes in a dinner table. So he goes to Taiwan and to Egypt and then gets dinner in a day. Noting that he can write a book in a day if he has a couple key words. Wishes away, tending to a disaster, becoming a blur. That's pretty fast. Taiwan to Egypt to home. Fuck, dude. From Asia to Africa. And let's say to America, right? Are the Saiyans that fast? They can travel from planet to planet, so the Saiyans are pretty fast, to be honest with you. Omni-Man is like multi-continental to small planetary. That's a good one, yeah. This is an even fight. I don't think Omni-Man could destroy a planet. I don't think Bardock could destroy a planet, to be honest with you. So yeah, dude, this is a great fight. Fuck, dude. Yeah, do they have a death battle on this? Shit. Do they have this yet? Bardock versus Omni-Man. I would love to see. Has someone done this yet? Death battle? Isn't fair? Oh shit.
After seeing everyone cry about me putting Frieza and really get behind, we see Omni-Man along with two other Viltrumites needing to specifically hit a point in a planet in order to fully destroy it. Had got for Omni-Man. So let's pretty much means the result of you being 2% stronger than someone in Dragon Ball is the equivalent of how humans interact with Viltrumites. Okay, probably gives him like 2 or 3 fights. So don't be surprised that Bardock doesn't have a direct feat of like hyper blitzing light or something. As far as Bardock's abilities, like Omni-Man, he has enhanced stats in flight and the ability to get stronger through rage. But unlike Omni-Man, he does have a little bit more going for him as he has key manipulation, but we do know in the games he seems like he can transform into it. I'm not going to be using it for this versus battle anymore, just barely scratching the surface of what most Dragon Ball characters can reach. But honestly, it doesn't mean much when you see how Omni-Man specifically fights. He usually just flies in high speed and beats down the opponent with brute force, so if Bardock was to try and hit Omni-Man and Omni-Man started weaving and proceeded to try and fly into Bardock, he would get crushed due to the sheer gap in raw power. It'd be a similar outcome to a human running into a concrete wall at max speed, or how Red Rush and the other Guardians interacted with Omni-Man. Omni-Man just off of the impact would break every single bone in his body, allowing Bardock to easily shoot and just atomize the Viltrumite. He doesn't even need to move. Bardock would not even need Great Ape, let alone Super Saiyan, so yeah, Bardock is him, and hopefully Death Battle doesn't fumble this matchup, but as we all know, they probably will.
So he thinks Bardock would win. I mean, if Bardock goes Super Saiyan, it's fucking over. It's done. So let's not even go Super Saiyan. Let's not even go there. Because if Bardock goes Super Saiyan, it's done. Fuck, dude. So it looks like he thinks that Bardock would win. I mean, I'm just a Dragon Ball nerd, so I gotta go with Bardock as well. Bowser versus Eggman. What the hell? Nice. Oh hell yeah, dude. Bardock has a tail, dude. Yeah, if Bardock can go Great Ape, it's probably going to be over for him. Super Saiyan shouldn't count, though. Yeah, Super Saiyan doesn't count. Super Saiyan is broken,
what's
dude.
going on? My name is Ty Learned, and today with me I have Lonk's takes.
Nah, dude, if Bardock goes Super Saiyan, it's fucking over. It's not fair. The only fair fight is if Bardock stays, like, base form. Plus, like, Super Saiyan Bardock is not canon. It's not canon. Ouch. No, it's not canon. It's not canon. But Bardock cannot go Super Saiyan. But because Bardock has a tail, then he definitely can go Great Ape. And I think, honestly, like, all of what I said where they're about even, they're both, like, city level. Or what'd you say? Like, continental level? Yeah. Omni-Man is multi-continental to small planetary. Yeah, exactly. I would say that's fair. When I think about Bardock, he's on the same level as Nappa. You know, Nappa was able to wipe out an entire city, right? So he's not in one hit, right? He's able to destroy a city in one hit, dude. Like Nappa destroys a city in one hit. Nappa destroys city, right? He destroys a whole city in like one hit. He does it twice. Yeah, he does it twice.
Alien!
He just wipes out a whole fucking city with one hit, right? And like you can see it from outer space.
What are they doing?
Right, so he nukes a whole fucking city. Yeah, that's definitely multi-continental level. This is about the strength of Bardock as well. He's about that strong. Omni-Man is more invincible than you think. Really? Okay. So can Omni-Man, the thing is, can Omni-Man beat that? Like, can Omni-Man, like, could Omni-Man destroy a whole city in one hit? Because this is about, in my opinion, this is the best example of how strong Bardock is. I think he's equally as strong as Nappa, but Bardock is not evil, so he's not going to nuke a whole city for no fucking reason. You know, he's not going to do that. But he could, right? He could do that, but he's not going to do it because he's a good guy. Invincible is his son, same powers, just half human and half Viltrumite. Look at the video posted on Discord, okay? So, death battle, okay.
Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush, he was on a soul-searching.
But the thing is that a Kamehameha is about as fast as light as well. So, it's a really good fight, honestly, between Bardock and Omni-Man.
Smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
They don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered in...
Hello? Where'd the footage go? Oh no, I knew going independent would involve some cost cutting, but did we blow the whole budget already?
Oh, don't freak out, Wiz. We'll just pull some funds from my beer stash. I'll share.
Your what stat?
Yeah. So, if they can regenerate, that's a big benefit to the Viltrumites slash Omni-Man. Like, It would be very good for Omni-Man if he can regen. If he can regenerate, a Saiyan cannot do that. A Saiyan does get stronger every time he loses, though. So Saiyans are getting stronger and stronger mid-fight. They seem about equal. As far as speed goes, they seem about equal. I don't know. The thing is that Bardock can transform into the Great Ape. What is the multiplier for the Great Ape? Great Ape multiplier. So 10 times the power. Good God. So I don't know. They seem pretty even. They seem pretty equal. The regeneration, I think, is the number one thing that helps Omni-Man. I don't even know how well he can regen, though. Can he regenerate? Omni-Man regeneration? Like, how does it work exactly? That's the thing. It depends on his regen. Omni-Man regeneration. High durability, that's fine. How do their teeth come back? They can heal from almost any injury, kind of like Deadpool. They're not as fast, and they can regrow lost limbs. That's really good, actually. But it doesn't sound like they can do it right away. It sounds like it takes time. I don't think they can grow it right away. It says that it's not fast. I'm assuming species live for thousands of years. You can regrow teeth and other appendages. So they regrow it. They grow it back. Nah, that's not... The thing isn't a fight. That's just not fast enough. The regeneration is not fast enough to win a fight, I don't think. Does Bardock need a moon? No, because he can create his own moon. Saiyan fake moon. And it was actually an attack that was invented by Bardock. So this attack that they have here, it can mimic the presence of the full moon, and they say that it was invented by Bardock. Actually. Turtles can use it, right? So yeah, Bardock can use this move, where they can make their own fake moon. King Vegeta holding a power ball. Yeah, and in the anime and manga, it actually says that Bardock can make the power ball. In the Ocean dub, Vegeta states that Goku's father invented the power ball. Okay, so this was just the dub. I think the dub kind of fucked it up. Referring to him as an average fighter but a brilliant scientist, this was obviously an error, as a TV special. Bardock is shown to be a soldier, not a scientist. Although he was regarded as a wise battle strategist by the scientists, Vegeta may simply have meant that Bardock had an excellent scientific mind as well as being a fighter. This is further contradicted in sources such as Cucumber and Ancient Saiyan can create one as well. Ironically, this special Bardock was a brilliant fighter, but an average thinker, the reverse of what Vegeta said in Ocean dub. Even after Turtles destroys his power ball, Gohan's still a great ape, which hints that the effects are long-lasting. A similar occurrence happened in Xenoverse when Bardock destroys the power ball Vegeta created after using it on himself to prevent Broly from becoming a great ape. Right, so Vegeta can use it, Turtles can use it, and one of the dubs says that... The dub says that Bardock invented the power ball, which would mean that Bardock could create his own fake moon and then multiply his power by 10, but he would lose his ability to control himself, so he could no longer control himself. But who cares? This is a death battle, right? Who gives a shit if he kills his own friends, right? The point is, in this case, to defeat your enemy, right? And the only way to stop it would be to cut off his tail. So at that point, Omni-Man would have to cut off his tail to bring him back to normal form. Bardock, right? Bardock invented it technically, but we don't know for sure. because it was a dub. Apparently the dub was a mistake. Does Bardock need the moon? Yes. Well, no. Yes and no. He doesn't need the moon because he can create a fake moon at any time. He can just make one. But yeah, this would be a great fight. Honestly, this would be an excellent fight. I'm leaning towards Bardock, but the regeneration is good on him on Omni-Man. If he's like continental level, that I think that puts him about the same power. I don't think neither of them could destroy like the planet. But yeah, it just depends on if he's able to destroy a city or not. Right, he can just nuke a city. That's the thing. But I guess that's compared to continental level. I would say honestly, this is probably as powerful as Nappa is. But is that as strong as a continent? Not quite, right? He can destroy a whole city in one hit. I mean, when pushed to his limit, I'm sure he could go a little bit further, but yeah. Maybe Omni-Man is more powerful if he truly is continental level. From the fights that I saw, he's just kind of fighting in a city. He's kind of like destroying tanks and stuff, which like Nappa can do that. Nappa versus the Navy. Nappa destroys a whole fucking Navy. He just cuts through a freaking jet, right? They're both the fathers of the main heroes. Yeah. Oh, really? That's interesting. Invincible is the main character. That's interesting. Yeah, see, I never. Where is Omni-Man even from? Omni-Man. Not the Respect Thread, just regular Omni-Man. Image Comics. Supreme. 1997 was his first appearance. Nice. So he first appeared on Invincible. Pretty cool. Yeah, interesting. So he beats the main character. Pretty good. Yeah. If he is continental, and let's just go ahead and wank him. Right? Then maybe Omni-Man is more powerful than what's his name? Than Bardock. Maybe. But even if he was, Bardock can, if he turns into Great Ape, then Bardock will be more powerful. But at that point, he'll lose his intelligence and his control, so he won't be able to strategize. So at that point, it depends on how intelligent Omni-Man is. I don't know if there's any intelligence feats, but it doesn't seem like he's a particularly intelligent guy. So he would have to figure out that cutting out the tail will return him to his regular form. And I don't know if he's smart enough to do that. And if he can't, if he's unable to figure out that you have to cut off his tail to win, then Omni-Man loses. That's how I think it works. I think Omni-Man is stronger than Bardock. I think Bardock would have to go Great Ape. And then if Omni-Man can figure out that you have to cut his tail off, then Omni-Man wins. But if he doesn't figure that out, then Bardock wins. I think at the end of the day, they both have like pretty even strength, and it would depend on intelligence at that point. Who's better at strategy? Who's better at strategy and stuff like that? I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day between Bardock and Omni-Man. Great fight though. Great fight. Omni-Man has 2,000 years of fighting experience, right? That's true. Yeah, so yeah, he would be more experienced for sure. He would be more experienced. So it's possible. It's definitely possible. Yeah. So yeah, gosh, what a good fight. That was a great. That was a great death battle, guys. Um, fucking Omni-Man, dude. Okay, I think that's good, guys. So Omni-Man versus Bardock. I would say it depends on who's more intelligent. And I don't see any information of that on the respect thread. 2,000 years of fighting experience is really good, though. The thing about the Saiyans is that they are pretty much in full instinct. They're full instinct. Um, they're like genius fighters. They can look at somebody fight and they can copy their abilities just by looking, right? So a Saiyan can look at you do something and learn it. They can see you shoot a Kamehameha and they can learn it just by looking at it. So Saiyans can learn fighting techniques and abilities just by looking at them. And they can get it right the first time, which is kind of crazy. The official episode is coming out on Sunday. Okay. Maybe I'll post this video before then just to steal some of the views. But I'm gonna go with Omni-Man on this one. No. I'm gonna go with Bardock. It's because I'm a Saiyan. I'm a freaking like Dragon Ball nerd. Um, yeah, because when Great Ape goes, I don't know. Vegeta was able to control himself as a Great Ape, but Goku was not. So that's the big difference, I would say. Even when Goku as a Super Saiyan in GT, he could not control his Great Ape form. Like only Vegeta can. But in the flashbacks, and Gohan cannot control himself as a Great Ape either. But in the flashbacks of the anime, it shows like a team of Great Apes coming together and blasting and taking over cities. So it's not just Vegeta. I think Bardock could control himself as a Great Ape as well. So he's still going to have some intelligence. But I just don't know if he keeps the full intelligence. So, yeah. I think they win I think Omni-Man wins until Bardock becomes a Great Ape. Because I don't think that Bardock is continental level. Yeah, see, if they could work together as a team of Great Apes, then that means that they can control themselves a little bit more. But Goku and Gohan could not control themselves. But Bardock can. Bardock can control himself. I don't know if he could control himself fully and completely, but yeah, he could definitely control himself. At least somewhat. Enough to like team up with his teammates, right? So this would be a great fight, guys. This is a really good fight, I gotta say. Great Ape Bardock. Yeah, I gotta say, guys, this is an excellent battle. This is so close. But I don't think that Bardock is continental, unless he's stronger than Nappa. Because Nappa, I don't know. I mean, also when Nappa blew up the city, he just did it with like 2 fingers, right? So he's not really trying that hard, is the thing. Nappa just did it with 2 fingers. So he can destroy an entire city with just 2 fingers, okay? What if he did it with the rest of his hand? What if he did it with both of his hands, right? So, I don't know. To be honest with you, we don't really get to see it, but I feel like Nappa could destroy an entire continent if he wanted to. Because over here, he's just laughing. He's just laughing, right? He's like smiling and he's having fun. And in the anime, that's what he says. He says, "Oh, I'm bored waiting for Goku. I'm bored waiting for Piccolo. I'm bored waiting for these people to show up and fight me. Let me just go destroy a full city. So he does it just because he's bored, not because he's even serious. You know what I mean? So he's not even serious. So he blows up a full city not even being serious, right? He's not even being serious. So if he was serious, I think you could say he's about Continental, but we don't have that feat is the thing. So I think we could go ahead and say Omni-Man is more powerful. But they're still relative enough, you know, that he wouldn't just like one-shot Bardock. He couldn't just punch him in one hit and kill him, I don't think. So yeah, how do I think it will go? I think that all right. Nappa destroys a city with 2 fingers. Omni-Man is continent level, right? To small planet, right? To small planet. Okay. If Nappa can destroy a whole city with just 2 fingers, then he can destroy a continent. Let's just say. Nappa is continental. Not sure if small planet. Vegeta, his partner, can destroy a planet. Okay. So then what's Nappa's power level? It's 10,000. And what's Vegeta's power level? Saiyan Saga. Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga is 1800. Okay. So that means that somewhere in between 10,000 and 18,000, you're strong enough to destroy a planet. Vegeta can destroy a planet, and let's take a look at that actually, because that's pretty important. So Vegeta destroys planet.
Let's go, Nappa. I get Earth to problem.
Okay, so he does it with 2 fucking fingers, but you can see his whole body is like lighting up. So it seems like he's using a lot of energy. And I also don't know the size of this planet. I don't know if it's like a big or small planet compared to Earth.
Lemlia, my darling. My darling. At last we can be together forever.
Vegeta's such an evil bastard, dude.
There's nothing like a little fireworks when you say goodbye.
Huh, they're moving too. Nice touch.
So
Made the universe a cleaner place today.
Arlia deserved what they got. I just hope Earth is a lot better than that planet.
It will be. Unfinished business to take care of.
okay, so it's hard. It's hard to say. So Vegeta here is using his whole body. He's concentrating the power from his whole body into his 2 fingers, okay? It doesn't look like he's breaking a sweat, though. It doesn't look like his muscles are all puffed up, right? So it doesn't look like he's using his full energy either, okay? And during the Saiyan Saga at 1800, that's not his full power either. Okay, he goes higher than this. So 1800 is fine, I think. It's a good power level to use. At Great Ape, it's times 10, right? Namek Saga is 2400. Okay. So yeah. 1800 is good. Okay. So Nappa's 10,000. So if Nappa cannot destroy a planet, and if 10,000 is continental, that means that somewhere between 18,000 and 10,000 is planet busting. Okay. Vegeta, out of his 18,000, he doesn't need to use that much power, but he's still using his full body to destroy it. So I don't think he's using the full 18,000 strength to destroy a planet here. let's knock it down to like 16,000, maybe 15,000, just to be generous. And Nappa cannot destroy it at 10,000. So let's just to make the numbers easy, let's go halfway through. So halfway between 18,000 and 10,000 is what? 14,000. Let's just make it easy. So yeah, 10,000 and 18,000 is not that far. It's almost double, I guess. It's almost double, to be honest with you. It's almost double. But the thing is that Vegeta's not using his full strength, though. He's not using 18,000. That's the thing. So, yeah. So that would put Nappa pretty close to small planet level, honestly. If it takes like 15,000 to destroy a planet, and Nappa is at 10,000 power, he's 2/3 of the way there. So he's like able to destroy 2/3 of a planet pretty much. So yeah, I would say they're pretty equal. So then at that point it would be who's stronger, Bardock or Nappa, but they're pretty much the same, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think they're pretty even in strength. If they were fighting, I think it would depend on who's more intelligent, and I think that what's his name? I think that Omni-Man has the advantage with the experience there. But then if Bardock goes Great Ape, I don't even know, dude. And also Saiyans get stronger every time you beat them. So, but it looks like the Vitrumites can do that too. They can get stronger. Yeah, and Bardock particularly, he gets a rage boost. Let's see, what's Bardock's power level actually? Non-canon power level of 10,000. It contradicts the manga, right? So yeah, he's literally the exact same power as Nappa, basically. Bardock is 74 septillion power level at Super Saiyan 3 times 65. The fuck? Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, dude, this is a great fight. This would be such a good fight. I think Bardock would have to go Great Ape. He would have to. That's the only way he can win this fight, I think. I think that's a good fight. And if he does not go Great Ape, then I think Omni-Man wins, because I think he has more intelligence. I think he has more experience. So yeah, no transformations. Omni-Man wins. But the thing about Dragon Ball is that they're always transforming all the time. But then if Omni-Man could figure out that you cut off Bardock's tail, then Omni-Man still wins. Even if Bardock transforms, then Omni-Man can still win. So yeah, great fight. I think it'd be a great fight. At the end of the day, I'm gonna give it to Bardock, because I think he would go Great Ape and he can control himself. And even if Omni-Man figured out that he could cut off his tail, I think that Bardock could block that. He'd be like, uh-oh, because I think he still maintains some intelligence. So I think I'm going to give it to Bardock. Just because we did the power scaling. I think 10,000 is enough. I think power level of 10,000 is enough to wipe out 2/3 of a planet, I think. So that's my opinion, guys. But great death battle, guys. Thank you for this. I'll let you guys know when the next stream is. On the next stream, I want to do Light versus Columbo. I've been researching and I've been watching some Columbo shows. Like I said, I know everything about Death Note. I really do. So, and since Death Battle's already doing Nappa or Bardock versus Omni-Man, I kind of want to beat them to Light and Columbo. So, I'm biased though. I'm so biased because I like